Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs in Switzerland. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a Hot Wheels Shelby Cobra 427 SC. Hardly needs an introduction. This casting is designed by Larry Wood and has been in production since 1993. It got retooled in 2020, losing the opening hood. You can see mine's got a couple of unfortunate chips on the back, but hopefully those are only paint deep. This is my entry into the November 4 Horsemen Invitational on the theme of old NASCAR. This month we welcome our special guest horseman, Charles Diecast Garage. There's only one build left in the year, and it's the Super Silhouette Nissan. It's a taxi theme on New Year's Eve. Think of responsible driving or something like that. And if you participate, be sure to send us a high-quality glamour shot, and we'll include your work in the recap video. According to Wikipedia, the AC Cobra, sold in the United States as the Shelby Cobra, is a sports car manufactured by British company AC Cars with a Ford V8 engine. It was produced intermittently in both the UK and later in the US since 1962. The backstory is that in September 1961, American retired race car driver and automotive designer Carroll Shelby wrote to AC asking if they would build him a car modified to accept a V8 engine. AC agreed, provided a suitable engine could be found. Shelby went to Chevrolet to see if they would provide him with the engines, but not wanting to add competition to their Corvette, Chevrolet declined. However, Ford wanted a car that could compete with the Corvette, and they happened to have a brand new engine which could be used in this endeavor. The Windsor 3.6-liter, 221 cubic inch engine, a new lightweight with a thin cast, small block V8. Ford provided Shelby with two engines. Later iterations included a 390 big block, and then this car, designated the Mark III, with a monster-size Ford 7-liter, 427 cubic inch FE engine, equipped with a single 4-barrel Holley carburetor that provided a top speed of 185 miles per hour in the semi-competition model. Unfortunately, the Mark III missed homologation for the 1965 racing season. Only 56 of the 100 planned cars were produced, and of those, 31 unsold competition models were detuned and fitted with windscreens for street use. An original example can currently sell for $1.5 million, making it one of the most valuable Cobra variants. These are the cars that are coming up to round out 2023, and I can give you a little heads-up notice that the very first theme for the 4 Horsemen Invitationals for 2024 is exotics, with our guest horseman Matchbox Mark. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and become a new subscriber to my channel. Love to have you come back regularly. I mixed up what could be considered a kind of a special blue color with a little bit of light and a little bit of dark to lay down the base coat. Remember, the theme is old NASCAR, so you had to pick a livery from days gone by and apply it to the Cobra. Today's community shout-out goes to West Miniatures, a channel that's in French, but you're going to understand diecast and look at some unboxings and a great collection from this enthusiast. Back to the spray booth. I've mixed up some orange and a little bit of red for a richer color. I've masked the Cobra, sprayed a little bit of primer over the exposed area where I laid down this secondary coat. As always, I let that get tacky for about 10 minutes before I do the unmasking, exposing the custom blue underneath. You're going to think I'm doing the Gulf livery, and I wouldn't blame you. I can see how you're thinking that way. Try to remember where else you've seen this unique color combination in NASCAR. This is a Richard Petty theme. Oh yeah, Now I remember. The Cobra never raced in NASCAR, but what we're doing is taking a NASCAR theme and putting it on the Shelby. Richard Petty, nicknamed the King, is an American former stock car racing driver who competed from 1958 to 1992 in the NASCAR Grand National and Winston Cup Series, now called NASCAR Cup Series, most notably driving the number 43 Plymouth Pontiac for Petty Enterprises. He was the first driver to win the Cup Series championship 7 times, while also winning a record 200 races during his career, including winning the Daytona 500 a record 7 times, and winning another record 27 races in one season in 1967. Statistically, he's the most accomplished driver in the history of NASCAR. During his 35-year career, Petty collected a record number 123 poles and over 700 top 10 finishes in a record 1,184 starts, including 513 consecutive starts from 1971 to 1989. He was inducted into the inaugural class of the NASCAR Hall of Fame in 2020. There are very few parts to reassemble the Carroll Shelby Richard Petty Cobra, starting with the smoky glass windshield. These are the original wheels, because they're rubber. I just blacked out the rims to give it a NASCAR look. A little bit of detail on the chassis underneath. And a pair of 256 self-tapping Phillips head screws finish off the project. Let's have a closer look. I detailed the front grille, the headlights, the indicators. I gave it a crown for King Richard. Safety harnesses for racing are done in matching orange. There's the blacked out wheels. I added a couple of Richard Petty's racing sponsors. Custom MLC license plate on the back and a logo on the bottom. This one's a fine roller. It didn't show very well in all red with 0 details on it and a couple of those sad rock chips, so in my opinion, it was a very effective makeover today into the Richard Petty NASCAR livery, the legendary number 43. Of course, the convertible Cobra never raced in NASCAR. Transposed onto the Cobra body, it's a combination of 2 racing legends between Carroll Shelby and Richard Petty. I think it turned out really fine. Always was a cool car, wasn't it? There it is on a little NASCAR coffee coaster diorama. I made up a custom display case. There's the base with a holographic certificate of authenticity. The graffiti brick wall has a Richard Petty portrait on it, along with the build number. And there it goes for safekeeping. All of my 4 Horsemen customs are for sale in 2023, including this one. Go to my community tab right here on the YouTube channel and place your competitive bid. I'll leave it open for 1 week and it'll ship to you anywhere in the world. Thanks for visiting my channel today. I invite you to leave your respectful comments below and I promise to reply. Come on back soon and often. It's coffee time.